back to Business of Politics. Secretary Gadon, I have to ask you this question because obviously there's a lot on your plate. But, yes. You know, there is a concern that you may be distracted by what is going on the personal side. You know, were you surprised that the Supreme Court decision on your disbarment came out soon after your appointment? Was that a surprise, or were you expecting it somehow? Or?
Well, I was expecting it. The truth is, before the disbarment decision was issued by the Supreme Court, we knew about it already because somebody from the Supreme Court called me up and asked me if it is possible for me to ask President Bongbong Marcos to call the Supreme Court. Of course, hindi naman namin gagawin yun, no? Because that might be a trap.
Right.
And I know for a fact that I am being disbarred not because I am stupid or dumb, or I stole money of the client, or I stole a property of the client. I was disbarred because Justice Marivic Leonen is taking a vengeance on me because I filed a case against him in 2019 for impeachment. And his best friend, Maria Lourdes Sereno, was removed because of my impeachment case against her. So talagang galit na galit sa akin yan, si Justice Marivic Leonen. So alam ko naman paghihiganti lang yun eh. And it has not really affected me because I have not been practicing law, my profession, since 2015. And the last appearance I had in court was in 2014 pa. And I have been involved in more on corporate engagements rather than a lawyer.
Oh, rather than litigation.
Yes, yes.
Pero is there any part of you now, you know, at this point, looking back, is there any regret that what you did, that the outburst? I mean, something triggered you. I mean, what was it?
It was triggered by the lies that are being peddled by Maria Risa. Sino ba yun?
Risa Robles.
Pareho kasi yung pangalan. Yun lang naman. And at that time, we were in the heat of the campaign.
Okay.
And she was spreading lies against BBM. And that was that was threatening on our part because people might believe her, and it affected. It might affect the candidacy of President Bongbong Marcos. And I have no regrets because my candidate won. Presidente na yung kandidato ko. Wala akong pakialam din sa mga disbarment na yan. Importante na nanalo yung presidente ko. Because my president won, I am at peace that the leadership of the country is in good hands. Imagine mo kung iba yung nanalo, di ang hirap lalo na sitwasyon.
Pero I don't...
Some candidates do not even know how to speak.
Sure.
Nagbabasa na nga ng script, nagkakamali pa. How can you believe that these people can run the country?
But, you know, forgive me, let me just take a devil's advocate here. I don't recall a point where I think the victory of President Marcos was ever in question because he was run a pretty good campaign.
Yes.
Pero parang it doesn't seem to match na parang yung concern mo na baka may maniwala or something. Parang what was that? Were you just having a bad day or something?
No, alam mo naman ang power of the media.
Sure.
Diba?
Okay.
Probably, if we allowed those things to happen, probably BBM might have won only as plurality president. But for the first time in the history of the Philippine elections, we elected a majority president in the person of President Bongbong Marcos.
Pero Secretary...
Kung nagtuloy-tuloy yung paninira nun, baka instead of getting 31 million, nakuha lang niya 25 million.
Okay.
Nanalo, pero hindi pa rin siya magiging majority president.
Well, my view was parang backfire na yung criticism sa kanya. But let's agree to disagree on that. But you're now Secretary. Yeah, you're in a powerful position. Your candidate is now president. I mean, there's no magnanimity on your part. You are in position. Looking back at that situation, wala bang ganun, ano?
Wala eh. Kasi si Larry Gadon, what you see is what you get.
Okay.
I don't, I have no regrets.
Okay. Do you think that it will be...
And the word secretary is much sweeter than attorney.
Do you think that this issue, particularly with the disbarment, will be a distraction to what you're doing? Because obviously we were talking before the program, nakakalula yung assignment sa inyo. I mean, to address poverty. It's such a big job, di ba? And it requires all hands on deck. But are you concerned that somehow all of these side issues will become a distraction or pabigat sa
Hindi
trabaho
naman.
niyo?
Because, in fact, yun naman kasing disbarment, that is not, walang res judicata dyan. Ibig sabihin,
What does that
there's
mean?
no finality.
I see.
You can reapply and you can
Okay.
file a motion for reconsideration
I see.
anytime.
I see.
And it would be easier if Justice Marivic Leonin is dead. If he is dead, then he can no longer object.
Okay naman, Secretary.
Hintayin ko na lang na mamatay siya.
But what's the situation now? Because we were talking, you said that wala ka pa natatanggap na
wala pa.
official.
Because
you were correcting me earlier. I said that you were appealing it, but
Yeah.
apparently you haven't received
They
the
haven't
official.
received anything yet.
Okay.
Yes. Inuna muna nila sa media eh. So the purpose really is to embarrass the president.
Oh wait, but I thought it came from you, di ba? You were announcing it that there was a disbarment.
Nalaman ko yun a day before.
I see.
Yes. And let's say I was appointed today.
Oo.
In the evening,
Oo.
I learned about it.
No, but I think people heard about it. The public heard about it from you, di ba?
Yes.
Oo.
Inunahan ko na.
Okay.
Kasi alam ko na yung gagawin nila eh.
Okay.
They want to embarrass me and the president by putting it in the news.
Okay.
Despite the fact that there is a rule that disbarment should be treated privately. Dapat padalan mo muna ng notice, pa-explainin mo muna. Wala.
Is this fact na you heard that they were going to do that? Or,
Yes.
Or mga ano lang to, parang fears lang?
People from the Supreme Court itself
Okay. Well,
called me up.
How
And
do you-
they were convincing me to tell BBM
Oh,
to call the Supreme Court to meddle. Hindi naman gagawin ni BBM yun. Siyempre, hindi namin gagawin yun.
sure.
Baka mapahiya kami.
Yeah.
Baka mamaya naka-record yun. Tapos sasabihin nila, nakikialam si Presidente sa
Well,
Supreme
and
Court.
yeah, the president should not interfere with
baka
another
naman-
branch of government.
Baka naman i-trade off ako.
Oo.
No? Nakagaya ng baka i-trade off ako na, sige, papakawalan namin si Gadon. Pero ang Chief Justice, si ganito. Baka i-trade off ako. Hindi naman yun. Anyway, di ko naman hinahabol ni What I am after is to help BBM. President Bongbong Marcos.
Right. So,
I had a feeling actually that they wanted to trade me
okay.
for somebody to become a Chief Justice.
Okay. And so, do I get it right that if you get the official notice,
Then we will file a
you
motion for
go through the
reconsideration.
process?
Yes, because that's a process.
Oo. And then, you said that you're not concerned about being distracted.
Yes.
How do you do that? Because,
I have not been practicing law since 2015.
no, I mean, what I mean is yung ibis na napag-uusapan yung poverty, which is a big enough problem it is. And yet here, these things crop up na medyo
hindi naman.
divert our, even here with this interview, we're diverted to talk about this
Napag-uusapan
issue.
lang ito sa mga interview, but when it comes to tackling with work,
Your
wala
focus.
yun. Nobody asked for it.
Okay. So,
Nobody asked about it. Wala. Hindi namin na-discussion even in my meetings with several experts on energy and so on.
how do you reconcile yung position with the government's unity? Total you won. I mean, you're in position already. Wala bang room in your heart to say, Raisa or whoever,
You know what? These people
let's
These people have a very difficult mindset.
Okay.
Walang reconciliation sa mga yan eh. So why would I?
Okay.
Oh.
But for the record, have you tried? Or
No, I won't do it.
okay.
Bahala silang mabulok dyan.
Okay. What's in the future for Secretary Gadon? Because you said secretary is sweeter than attorney.
Yes.
Is senator sweeter than even secretary? No.
Yes, probably even vice president.
Okay.
Or president.
Okay.
You know what? This disbarment thing have endeared me to the hearts of the Marcos loyalists.
Okay.
Because na-disbar ako dahil na pinagtatanggol ko si BBM.
Okay.
So ngayon, my image is now just like, ay, kay BBM yan. Para bang nakikita nila ako, yung mukha rin ni BBM nakikita nila.
Oo.
Pag nakikita nila si BBM, para nakikita nila na sa likod ako ni BBM.
Oo.
So, politically,
Okay.
it benefits me.
But would you concede, Secretary, that maybe it would have been easier for you if you didn't have this problem at all? Na parang, I mean, you're still holding on to your law title, legal title?
Technically, I'm still a member of the bar because I have not yet submitted my motion for reconsideration. Nothing is final yet.
No, what I mean is, kung wala itong mga problema na ito, you already have such a big assignment to
yes.
deal with. Wouldn't make your job easier without this?
Wala naman because this job has nothing to do with the legal profession.
Okay.
In fact, anybody can become a anti-poverty SAR
Okay.
as long as they have ideas to implement
Right.
how to uplift the poor. Wala namang wala namang legal na usapan dyan eh.
Right.
In fact, there's no lawyering on this part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so
walang epekto.
So you haven't encountered any problems, people who may want to help with poverty but they may not want to deal with a Larry Gadon? Wala bang ganun?
Wala namang ganun. In fact, sila pa nga yung gustong-gusto ma-associate sa akin.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
you mentioned possibly Senate, possibly VP. Do you have a timetable?
Well, probably 2025 or 2028. If President Bongbong tells me na stay put ka muna dyan, marami pa tayong trabaho, then I will not run.
So what would you like to achieve before siguro you leave this assignment and move on to maybe either the Senate or maybe even higher office?
Well,
what's your legacy? What do you want your legacy to be?
I want to set the guidelines.
Okay.
And the direction to solve the poverty incidents.
Okay.
And we have to lay down the rules, the guidelines, and the plans that we should implement.
Okay.
Pag nagawa ko yan,
Then you feel better.
Yes. Because as of now, although there is a policy of one government approach in tackling the anti-poverty, yung mga agencies kasi may kanya-kanyang programa eh. That we have to synchronize everything. As I have said, to simplify it, I will orchestrate.
Okay.
Study, evaluate, and amend or revise whatever plans and do the necessary evaluation
Well, Secretary,
and recommendations to the President.
you have a gargantuan task, and we wish you all the best because your success is, I think,
The success of the country
success of
also.
the country. Sir, but before we leave, you want to say a few words to our audience? Ano?
Yes, I'm appealing to our countrymen to konting pasensya and of course, unawain natin ang mga programa ni Presidente Bongbong Marcos and lahat ng paraan ay ginagawa. We have a very sincere President who wants to solve our problems. At napakahirap nitong dinadanas natin dahil na alam nyo naman, kakagaling lang natin sa pandemya, kaya hindi rin tayo makapag-expect ng overnight miracle to solve our problems. So, just stay put and trust us that we are doing everything to solve our problems. And sabi nga ni President Bongbong Marcos, ito na ang bagong Pilipinas. Maraming salamat.
Secretary, thank you very much for your time. I'd like to thank also our viewers watching this program live and those watching the replay. I'd like to thank Pastor Apollo Kibuloy for making this program possible. This has been Business of Politics. I'm Dante Kling Ang, and I will see you next week.